Welcome back, traders. This week we've got something a bit different. We've got local work. A few months ago, when we happened to be discussing baselines and moving averages in 2024, we started having a what if conversation. That being, what if you did this, or what if you did that, which led us further down the road of experimentation. What we came up with is something we'd like to call crossroads. Not that it represents the crossroads of your life or trading success, although it certainly could be possible. This price overlay two lines crossed just reminded us of two roads that happened to cross, and the fact that the name hadn't been used yet. What this indicator does is take a very specific type of moving average called the WMA, or weighted moving average. But as mentioned, we're not using it as a single line signal in the form of a baseline. No, sir. What we especially liked about this particular moving average is that it assigns more weight to recent data when running through its calculations. But wait, there's more. So we wondered if we took two of them and ran it through a filter of sorts and used the highest and lowest value and a special WMA and inverse WMA variant to calculate the signal lines. That would be boss. Now it was time for Niels to put on his special coding hat and drill down on how to make this work. He did a great job with an easy to read and nicely performing indicator. Naturally, when we tested it, we chose random settings to show off its capability, but we're confident that it can and will do better. We even got lucky with one of the pairs we tested. When we were testing the Bitcoin US dollar pair, it just so happens that the default values were the best out of the thousands of iterations. It's kind of cool when it actually works out like that. So cool that it warrants a bit of history and a little sidebar. Stick around. You may find this interesting. Since the dawn of computerized indicators, there were always default values assigned to its settings, if you had the options to change those values. So, what prompted those particular digits? Some say it may have been the current market which prompted coders to pick certain values. Some say it was the particular time span. It might have been 10 years, 3 years, a year, maybe just a few months. It's something we may never know. Thousands of varying start and end dates are utilized to best capture a particular market. Sometimes not. We've seen indicators perform so poorly in any situation that we wondered what they were thinking. Depending on the purpose and design of the indicator, the time frame may have led the thought process to test it on a very short time frame, such as the 1, 5, or 15-minute time frames. It could have been on the medium range of 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 4-hour time frames, or the longer choices of daily, weekly, and monthly. Again, hard to know. It could have been tested on a particular pair that the coder and/or trader was partial to. Some dude who was in love with any Japanese yen cross pair, then that's what he tested it on. Some may have only tested it on one pair. One and done. See you later. Some may have just assigned a random value. Maybe it was the number of burritos he ordered, the birthday of his favorite cat, or even the number of stars he counted in 10 seconds. Totally random. One thing you need to be cautious is that some gurus will test their thing across 78 pairs, all time frames, and multiple time spans ranging from a few days to years. Then, once they have all that worked out, they'll cherry pick the best ones to use. Not exactly helpful at the end of the day. When we test our indicators, we use the same time span, the same time frame, and the same pairs. The only thing we change are the dates. We change them only once for testing and only to keep them current. After all, indicators should be able to work in all markets. Alrighty, now that we've explained a few things, let's get this show on the road. We'll plug our indicator crossroads onto the Great British Pound US dollar pair because we threw a dart and made our deeply researched decision based on how well we did. Before we forget, do not neglect to check out the blog, as there are a couple of rules you'll need to know prior to using this custom indicator. We promise they're simple and easy to understand. Okay, let's go. Let's get things started here. It looks like there's already a move to the downside in play, so we'll just wait for a fresh signal. That was a super beginning to our analysis right out of the gate, capturing most of that move. Let's see how this upcoming short signal plays out. Even though there wasn't a sustained run, there was enough of a move to pull in a tidy profit off that quick short. Back with a fresh long signal. That was a solid trade, and your trailing stop probably would have gotten you out before the signal line cross. So far, we're doing pretty good with this cable. Let's see what's up next. It was kind of like that second trade with a short run. You'd have at least profited on the first half of your trade before price reversed and a new signal presented itself. But as we always love to say, half of something is always better than all of nothing. That was something else. Lots of action. A long sustained move with a probable continuation trade to boot. Fun for the whole family and profits for your pocket. That was one monster trade following another. Even in the dead zone, it still kept you in the trade while the market made up its mind. A small loss there, but I wonder, had the settings been opened up a little bit more, it might have kept you in the short trade. Let's see what happens next. We had a nice rundown in that continuation of sorts. Even if you had taken that small loss in that previous trade, this current trade would have evaporated those losses. Let's keep going. Okay, this last trade is off the hook and it's still not finished. Whether this will just fade out or find new momentum to the upside, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know about you, but we thought that this was actually pretty fun. Those nice long runs captured by our indicator would have put a ton of cash in your pocket. And the best thing is that we're developing more of them. Even though this is a custom indicator, we're offering it for free, and it can be found in the Stonehill Forex Indicator Library. The link is in the video's description. Just like no sauce from the chicken place, we can't offer any financial sauce in the form of advice. Besides, what we have to offer doesn't require sauce. It's great all by itself. Check out the website, where we have loads of free stuff for you to wander through. We're sure you'll find something that will help you along your journey to becoming a profitable trader. Drop us a line if you have any questions about the course as well. We're happy to answer your emails. Our only goal is to help you become a better trader.